wondered if you wanted to comment.
Well, infrastructure in transit is a partnership between business and government. Having transit available to get workers to work is an important part of what I hear from many of our businesses as I meet with them. One of the things that I heard when I was at Guidant and some of the other businesses that I visited, MedTech businesses, is like we need to make sure that we have two things. We have transportation and transit for our employees, and we have good universities, college systems, and vocational schools to train our workers. And so the government does have a role in it. It's a partnership working together with business.
All right, Steve Carlson.
I would like to follow up because I don't know how many of you are familiar with University Avenue and Central Corridor. Now, President Obama has said to some businesses, you didn't build that, someone else did. And it's been explained as, well, what I meant was we built the infrastructure and you didn't build it. I'm going to say to Betty McCollum and to Barack Obama, of the University Avenue businesses, you didn't build those businesses, you destroyed those businesses. You're destroying them right now with the Central Corridor, and it's got to stop. That's not a partnership.
Tony. Hernandez wants to word.
And I just want to follow up. I agree with Representative McCollum that the federal government has a vital role to play in the partnership with businesses in terms of transportation. And one question that I have is with the Stillwater Bridge, that is one aspect where the federal government was holding up the building of this bridge. It made sense for Wisconsin, it made sense for the state of Minnesota, and the federal government's role wasn't even to fund the building of this bridge. It was simply to allow Minnesota and Wisconsin to work together to build this bridge that everybody wanted. And so I'm wondering, why wasn't that bridge built, and if it's so important to our infrastructure?
McCollum, there was a federal law that prohibited the bridge from being built.
Right, but Tony, there is a lot of federal money in that bridge. Federal highway money is in that bridge, and that's guiding a lot of the principles as to some of the standards it has to be built at. But there was a restriction because it's a wild and scenic river on the size and scope of the bridge, and it had to go through approval. And look, Stillwater had a traffic problem. That bridge had a problem that it couldn't handle the traffic going through it. Stillwater did need a solution, and we did need a new river crossing there. I just don't think we needed the most expensive river crossing for $18,000. Folks, we have in Ramsey County here alone, and many of you drove on bridges today, that hundreds of thousands of people drive on weekly that are in worse physical condition, than the Stillwater Lift Bridge was in. So my solution was, we need to build a bridge, yes, but we need to build one that's economically responsible, not only to solve the traffic problems in Stillwater, but also have money left over to repair the thousands of bridges in Minnesota that are on a waiting list and have been deferred and deferred and deferred. So I was for a bridge. I just thought we could have done a better physical job on the bridge that was selected.
And the fact of the matter remains is the debate about this bridge was going on far before I was even born in 1979. This bridge should have been built for the people and the businesses a long time ago. And it's a great example about how the partisanship in Congress is delaying getting things done for our economy and stalling our economy.
Well, if I could just make one comment about how long it took to build the bridge. One of the things I was very concerned about is the traffic that's going to be on Highway 36, because we've got 94 just 6 miles away, folks, that needs major repair, infrastructure work. Where's the money all coming from that? Stillwater did deserve a different river crossing that's going to be in Oak Park Heights that's hosting it now. Highway 36 is already fully congested. It took over 40 years for the city of North St. Paul, 40 years for the city of North St. Paul to get an above-grade crossing for those high school students who lived on one side of Highway 36 who crossed in the dark to get over to North St. Paul High School. And there is no money set aside for any of the infrastructure projects that are going to need to happen on Highway 36. I just thought we deserved some answers.
You're listening to MPR News Presents live from the Minnesota State Fair.